So some things happened, and I somehow have an oil diffuser in my room now.
An oil diffuser.
Yeah, like the white woman thing with the like
No, I don't know what
essential
this is.
oils. It diffuses water vapor into the air that has the essential oils in it.
Huh.
Yeah. Also, I hate all new technology. I keep getting handed things that just gizmos my mother finds or whatever, right? Or was like given to her by someone. She's like, "How does this work?" And then I take it out of the box, and nothing has a standard plug anymore. Nothing just plugs into the wall. Everything is either a USB-C or a regular USB to plug into a phone
Adapter.
charger butt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I have to, I can't just plug this thing into the wall. I have to plug it into a USB port. And I'm like, where I have it set up, I'm like, you want me to plug it into my fucking PlayStation?
Yeah, I guess that's what they
Would that power it? Is that gonna curse my PlayStation to smell like oranges? Kojima wishes. He was like, he would love that. The USB flavor emitter or smell emitter. But yeah, it's basically a flavored humidifier. Kind of nice. It looks like a Chow's head from Sonic Adventure.
Oh.
Yeah, and it like glows and changes colors. Kind of nice. Makes my hands a little clammy, but cool. Smells nice. It does work. It's not like a scam or anything where it's like, oh yeah, I totally smell it, man. Wow, I'm feeling better already. I don't think my chakras have been like cleansed or anything, but it smells like orange in my room, like orange peels, which is kind of pleasant. Yeah. So yeah, I guess thumbs up on that. I'll get different oils, and I'll let you all know how they...
Oh, be careful,
how they
Alex.
smell.
You don't want the United States government invading your room.
Yeah, knock knock, motherfucker. Though the funny thing is, they're like, you only put a couple of drops in there. Only put a couple in there. So I do that, I put like 3. I don't smell anything. I'm like, yeah, all right. Ah, there it is. Good old 15 drops. Now I'm really feeling it.
This edible ain't shit.
It's pretty strong at like, I think I put like 10 in. I don't have it on right now out of fear of it like irritating my throat or something.
Sure, that's understandable.
But if you have any smell recommendations, let me know. Because I've always actually had this ever since playing Persona 4 and having really nice hand soap at the time while I was playing it. I cannot smell pomegranate without thinking and being happy. Because I think of Persona 4 the first time I played it. So now I'm aware of this mechanic. So
the olfactory.
Yeah, the olfactory, exactly. Not to be confused with the Old Bailey.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Old Bailey does not smell great. So I'm always like thinking about trying to associate a new scent with a good part of my life. But I can't be happy anymore, so I can't actually do that.
Right. This is the problem.
I'm not 18 anymore playing Persona 4 for the first time. And so actually I don't want to smell anything. I'm just gonna have it emit water with no drops of oil in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cedarwood, apple cinnamon. Okay. Yeah, since it's almost fall, it was less than 60 degrees in the last 2 nights. Whoa.
Yes.
But dude, I can't open my window though, because guess what?
There's a wooden plank there.
It smells like shit outside in my neighborhood still. It still smells really bad outside because of the flooding.
Yeah, that's probably
So there's
true.
just this rank dry wood smell of debris everywhere. So I can't even open my window to enjoy the cold Guess I'll kill myself. But not before finishing this playthrough, which likely will take another 20 years at this rate. So I got a good I got a good bit left.
Yeah.
Good bit left in me. So why is Brad playing Skyrim?
That's what I said. Then Kyle said I shouldn't bully Brad. I don't know.
That's probably true. We probably shouldn't. Let a man
But
let a
he's
man play
playing
his games. Sometimes, man, you're not in the mood for something new and fresh and exciting. You're in the mood to play modded Skyrim. I wasn't born with this gene. I almost said defect, but then I went, maybe I'm the defective one. By most accounts, I probably am the defective one. But anyway, do you have any accents for redheaded people?
What?
What do you mean, what? That's what we're about to do. We've been doing accents the whole game, and now we gotta give an accent to a redhead or two.
Didn't they come with accents? Wasn't one just already French?
I think one was French. They gotta throw you a bone. Because then we'd have to interpret what a redhead sounds like. It's either Irish or Southern. Weird. Anyway, what happened last time?
Something.
Hi, Gina. Hey, Sholmes. Oh, yes, the firework fiasco happened. The you didn't examine the thing.
Oh my god.
That was pretty stupid. So, we were handed a JoJo scenario where seemingly magic was occurring in front of our boy Zeke's as he entered a room. There was no dead body initially, but then suddenly there was a dead body. He heard a gunshot. Turns out it was a firecracker planted on a candle. The board was obscuring his view. And we had some freaks. Of unknown age. We had most hideous man on the planet. I can fix her. And enlightened sandwich man. Known criminal Beepo.
Yeah.
Now known as Sandwich.
Foolish Engi, this is what I thought of when I read you just say, do the voice again.
I could probably do the Dagda voice better now because I'm practiced at this point. My jowls are a little more ready to flap like that, but we'll see how it goes. Yo, Brad loaded up Skyrim again?
He's playing 3 playthroughs simultaneously.
It's how you do it. It's how you do it. Yeah, but Brad has the I've got to start a new playthrough gene of stuff where I'm the I never want to start a new playthrough of anything except Fire Emblem. And even then, I haven't done it in a while. Hi, Gina. All right. Yeah, I think that's... We basically established that Gregson probably died the day before.
Yeah.
And we're bringing in the redheads. Yeah. Yeah, he's launching Skyrim and it's Morse code. Check the rate at which he's in it.
Help, the Russian mafia has my daughter. This is the only way I can communicate.
Yeah, what was that guy was using? A fridge or something? No, it was the DS. No, wait, what was that guy using in that scenario? The DS was the girl's mom kept taking away her electronics for social media, so she ended up using like
A DS and then a fridge.
A DS then a fridge. Yeah.
I was quoting a meme I've never been able to find.
Oh,
where
okay.
It's a picture of Confucius, and it's just like, it's just some funny joke, and then like under it just says like, "Help! This is the only way I can communicate."
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Right.
I can't find the image though. I've looked for it.
You think Know Your Meme has that? Know Your Meme has everything. That's actually the modern age Library of Alexandria. You can't lose that one. It's too important. Anyway, oh, there you are, Odo.
What kept you, my dear fellow?
We're talking about aromatherapy. No, I know it's real, Lingsha. Don't leave my account. Hello, Mr. Sholmes, Gina. You sure about what you said in there? That the boss, you know, actually died the day before. It's pretty odd to swallow. Yes, I was shocked by the revelation too, Gina.
As was I. Possibly more shocked than both of you.
Oh, shut up. It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes. But I was more shocked than all of you put together.
This is the autopsy report in question, is it?
Yeah, it's strange that there's no time of death noted.
Your death note?
Death noted. I've never seen it. I suppose it's a simple explanation. Or perhaps it was a deliberate omission. Oh dear. If it was deliberate, none of these fucking coroners are to be trusted. It puts it in mind of the last case we worked on. And Dr. Scythe. I know. Anyway, it seems that on the day before Lord Van Zeeks discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League. So perhaps something happened with them? Come to think of it, you had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick.
No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it.
That's right, they turned you away.
My sleuth-hound interest was merely piqued slightly by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income.
Quite heavy. For money. And that scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose. The two criminals in question are the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they? In Mr. Sholmes' suite, I mean. That's right, Suze. And it was me what took him in. Thanks to a tip-off by a good law-abiding citizen.
Indeed. Yours truly.
You obey the law? So it's going to be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? Why would the inspector have been investigating them?
Well, the likely explanation would be that Gregson's own sleuth-hound interest was piqued by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income.
Don't tar him in with the same brush as you, Sholmes. Yes, well... Then there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Zeeks for some reason. The Reaper. The Red-Headed League. Inspector Gregson. Lord Van Zeeks. And Kazuma.
Husband does.
I feel as though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow. Gosh, I think you're right. What's he really trying to achieve here today?
All the answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow. This recess will be over very shortly.
Where was Zeeks this whole time? Yes, you're right.
Have they let
Yeah,
the
they can hang out with you.
out during the
Yeah.
recess? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're just in the antechamber.
Right.
You got
That's
they
familiar,
got
right.
guards in front of the door. Cosmo was determined that he would be the one to prosecute this trial. And he was determined that I should take the defense. Just what is it that he's hoping to make me see, I wonder? I get the feeling we're a long way from the end of this trial yet. Are you ready then, Miss Susato? Yes.
Oh my god.
Does he have to stand like that?
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the closed court hearing of Barock von Zeeks, here present, who stands accused of murder.
Not for long. Who
Now
said that?
then, Prosecutor Asogi. My lord? Have you summoned the witnesses as requested? Yes, the two members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception. They arrived not long ago from the local prison by police carriage. Very good. Bailiff, usher the two men into the courtroom.
Whack 'em good.
Is that a jalapeno?
It looks like a jalapeno.
These two men are currently being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations.
Why?
But state your names for now. State your names now for the court.
Alright, you, I think you had this guy. And I'll take the other one.
Okay. I am Fabian De Rosso.
So...
A descendant of the great De Rosso family from Nice in France.
And my name is Peppino De Rossi. And my name is Peppino De Rossi. Peppino. I am the third son of the great Familia De Rossi, the landowners from Napoli. I'll try and make it higher pitched. We'll see how it goes.
The two men first became acquainted at a boarding school for European nobility. They're of an age.
European nobility.
Those who graduate from Timisk is the future leaders of Europe.
What's Europe?
But do you have any idea how boring it is to be born with noble blood? Hellos. I make it my mission to get the better of the world by employing the little grey cells of my brain. That is all I'm trying to do, eh?
So, that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out.
Oui.
Oh my god, he's French.
You could say that.
Not bad, He has the grand ideals, but the petty plans. I don't know how to do just a normal. This strange combination is the charm of the hilarious brothers. This strange combination is the charm of the hilarious brothers. See, Capo?
There's something funny about how we already had a different Italian guy who I just gave a French accent.
French accent, yeah.
And now we have the French and the Italian guy together.
Making amends. It's all coming through.
Listen to me, Peppino. I have two things to say to you.
Eh, Chai? What are you about to tell me one of your grandy anecdotes, Evivia?
Firstly, I want you to stop calling me this capo. And secondly, we are not the Ellis brothers. This is serious business.
Hold on. I need to like internalize what I want to do this with. Here it is. God, I also just want to kind of do French for an Italian accent. This is hard. Hold on. You think I'd be ready for this one?
Just close your eyes and picture Italian chef man making pizza.
Like I see the trumpet, the furrow brow. I'm digging. Trying. I'm thinking.
Charles Martinet, I summoned thee.
I'm trying. God, I want to do the French. Like that's what's like playing through my mind. You're getting what you're getting, guys. We'll see how it goes. Che below. There it is. The capo's trump card. The furrow brow. It is deep, eh, capo? The furrow and the meaning of your words.
Look, it's been led to believe that under the banner of the Red-Headed League, you have conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is this true? Oui. C'est ça. I don't know how to say that.
Oh, it sounded fun.
And what exactly was
all language is made up, so it's fine.
the nature of this deception by which you plan to defraud? Laws. I will explain it.
No, capo. Leave it to me. As you see, we both have the vivid red hair, no? At school, we were teased for this without pity. The capo here, he was many times behind the schoolhouse, crying like the Trevi fountain. Those dogs! One day the world will respect us redheads. Every night, he would bury his head in his pillow.
C'est bien. Peppino, enough. I will explain the rest. The first step was the newspaper advertisement. But 1 week ago, before the plan was put into operation, we listed the same notice in every paper in London.
Yes, we saw that notice. It was this one, I believe. Entitled, To the Red-Headed League.
Oui. Seska, I am honored that you've all seen it.
It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair. And that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4.
On the date specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at a park specified in the advertisement. And from each person present, this pair took an application fee of 5 shillings. And with the money to France. It was a plan most elegant, no? No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned that anybody was foolish enough to be taken in by such an obvious trick.
The park was described by one witness as choked with red-headed folks like a coaster's orange barrow. I don't know what that means.
And the day on which all these men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered. Crucially, these two men spoke face to face with every single person present that day. Oh oui, I've seen more red people in one day than I will see in the rest of my life.
See. And now, every time I see the couple's hair, I feel sick to my stomach.
Anyway, why have we been summoned here today?
Oh, sorry?
The date for our trial was not until tomorrow, I was told. Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph. Very good. So, Mr. De Rogeo and Mr. De Rossi, you will now give your formal testimony for the court.
I think it's De Russo.
Russo, you know, you're Mr. De Russo. Yeah, it's Russo, you're right. On the subject of the gentleman pictured in this photograph. Of course, we are always ready to help with the law. We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assembled in the park on Lime Street that day.
But I don't recall the man in this photograph. Hey, capo?
Oh no, I don't remember him. Obviously he is dead now. But I assure you, it was not in the park.
Allora. This victim is nothing to do with us.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It is not your fault that we got caught in the first place. Oh, it is your fault, sorry.
You have a lot to answer for, Pepino. Isn't Pepino the name of the character of Pizza Tower?
I don't know. It'd be funny if he is, though.
No, I think he is named Pepino.
You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain? Oh, oui, I'm quite certain. We did not interview this man.
Nobody looking like this came to the park. This I can promise. Yeah, I guess he is Mario. He's doing the super jump.
Yeah.
Well, Mario doesn't talk, so I don't know what he fucking sounds like. He's doing an accent.
It's me.
Woohoo! I'll just that every time we got that. Woo!
I cook the spaghetti. It must be noted that you have been arrested for, and I can't read because the Discord notification just popped up.
For grand deception, however.
Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assertions.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say like a pop-up over my stream?
No. Like Nick posted something in Discord, and it literally cut off the bottom right corner of the text box.
Oh. Well, it's worth seeing what he posted, actually.
Okay.
This is a grandma from Dawn to Dawn.
Yeah.
She's 80 she's not 80. She's like late 50s or 60s, I think. Still.
Weird Chris Pratt impression.
Yeah, we're yeah. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen. I never saw the I almost said live action Mario movie. I have seen the live-action Mario movie, actually. But I don't remember how... I don't know how Bob Hoskins sounds in that.
No, recently, this is actually pretty interesting. I don't watch it. But recently, some people, like the producer or something, I'm not sure exactly the details, but they've just kind of released on the internet a cut of the movie that had like 30 minutes of never before released footage.
Did it make it incredible?
It apparently kind of did.
That's awesome!
People were like, huh, the story makes sense now. Like, they cut out critical information.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll try and find it. Because I saw it was a few months back that I saw the post about it.
Anyway, accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances because you're criminals.
By the way, I defaulted to saying assertion because I was scared. When it was assurances.
Wait, did you say...
I said assertion because I'm used to like forcing myself to say assertion.
Okay, Alex, making the highlight video. You're gonna have to decide if that drops the combo counter you were considering putting in the... I'm not kidding. I've been waiting for you to fuck it up. But I'm not sure if I'm counting that. You're on thin ice, all right? Don't let it crumble. Oh my god, I have to make a highlight video for these two fucking games.
It only took you 30 years.
This will be the longest highlight video, actually. I haven't worked on since Metaphor came out. I plan on working on the Zero Escape in the interim between playing, but I've just been playing Metaphor nonstop. I'm realizing I have cut out like a very big portion of the highlights I had noted down already because I cannot make that highlight video with context. It won't work.
Sure.
I cannot make that highlight video with any capacity of abridgment to it. Like I kind of have with the with most of my other highlight videos. I try to keep like some semblance of like through line or story to it. I can't fucking do it with the Zero Escape games. You're just gonna have to have seen it. But also, I don't know if this one's possible. This whole fucking playthrough is nonstop. The last two streams where we were in the fucking zone, that's like an hour of the highlight video on its own. I'm just gonna make a video being like, hey, go watch this fucking go watch the whole series. Fuck you, I'm not making a highlight video for it.
It's just like 150-hour long video that's just the series.
That's a good idea. That's funny. Right, because then and then in the description I'll put a link to that Sholmes video that's also like 4 days long.
Yeah, that's also 4 days long.
I think that would be hilarious. I think that would be really funny. That would... Okay. But then but then like every now and then there's minor edits. Maybe. Anyway, Oofa. Oof.
Oofy.
Okay, Oofy. With this attitude, we get to know it, huh? He's really a sulking now. Hey, you go, brother. That's our tune, bruv.
This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident.
I'm not paying attention.
Basically, all they said is, did you see this man, Gregson? And they said, no, we have not seen him.
Yeah. Our rendering won't take long. I'll make it like the lowest bitrate imaginable. It'll just look bad. You don't need to see anything.
Yeah. It's
What? I'll release it as a podcast.
Yeah.
It's an audiobook. That's actually a pretty funny idea. All right. Yeah, it records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated on the day before the incident.
It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed League, undercover.
Oh, I have the answer. Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, eh?
It's not this ridiculous.
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League. Which means it's quite possible that when he was... Which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed.
Very well. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Yes, my lord. Now, all the comments in the highlight video will be like, dude, why did you refuse to investigate Max, observe, minimize, perfect observation? Dude, why didn't you do it? Why do you suck ass at an Ace Attorney game, bro? Okay. We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assemble in the park on Lime Streams that day. Alright. Fiery. 1,000 people. That's a very big crowd. You there? Might have some issues. Hold on. Looks like Discord's breaking. Oh, no. I see what's going on. Tommy just lost power. And it came back. He'll be back in a second. Though I'm not getting any green on Discord, which concerns me, but I'm sure I'm fine. Let me see. Well, I'll just do this one then. It was quite a spectacle. Redheads had come from all over the capital. See? The capo here, he has the magnetismo animal, eh? Nobody else could attract so many people. If I could be born again, I would be the capo. All those people wanted was the money, Peppino. The £4 per week. Are you suggesting that you spoke personally with all 1,000 applicants? That's twice as many scalpels. Oui, that we did. Because every one of them paid us 5 shillings. We take their names and we take their money. And we take their addresses as well. Then I tell them we take some days to let them know by a post. Finito. Maybe 2 minutes a person. We start early in the morning. And we stop late at night. Stop late in the night.
Return.
Oh. So you earned 5,000 shillings in one day. That's a small fortune.
I would have thought that there were thousands such gullible redheads in London to start with.
Yeah, they just labeled the logistics here.
Sure.
One of whom was a great detective with chemically altered hair.
Seemingly this was actually Duke Energy doing some sort of repair. Like they had to, like, turn everything off and on for a second, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes companies just have to reset stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't recall the man in this photograph. Eh, Capo?
Hold it!
He doesn't look at all familiar. No, I don't think so. And this is a way, eh? He was trying to trick us. I do not like the people who are trying to trick the other people. Says the con artist.
If between them, they interviewed 1,000 people with red hair.
Between.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Between the two of them.
Yeah. It would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face.
No, no, senor. I may be small, but my memory is very large. I never forget a thing. In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park. This man. But he's not going to give the court a definite, it seems. Hey, Capo? You didn't see a man like this, huh?
Yo, Capo, is that a motherfucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference?
Crazy. No, I don't remember him, and obviously he is dead now, but I assure you, he was not in the park. Hold it! He was not in the park. Okay, what about in the park? Fuck you. But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day.
Oui, that's true. My eyes were burning by the end of the day.
Surely then, you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present? Normally, the red hair is very distinctive, eh? But not when you have 1,000 redheads crowding around. Then it is just an eyesore. But if there was some other information you could give us, maybe then we would recall.
That is not the line, Peppino. Remember, we do not remember him. We are sure of that fact, huh?
Remember, we don't know him, okay? They say in front of everyone.
There were a man with a red hairpiece, but his mustache did not match the color.
But his pubes did not match the color.
Then I do not think I could have forgotten him.
Jotaro is more Italian than Giorno, and that messes with me to this day.
Hold on,
I don't think that's true. Giorno's mother's
American. Oh no, she's half Italian.
I thought she was full Italian.
Okay.
She's half Italian.
Right. So right. No, yeah. So that does make. Wait. No, yeah. Jotaro's mom's half Italian. His grandma's Italian.
Yeah.
So Jotaro's a quarter Italian.
Yeah.
And Giorno is half Japanese, half English.
Giorno? Josuke's half Japanese.
Giorno's mom is Japanese. His name is Haruna Shiobana. She just was in Italy.
I never would have been able to tell you this. That's like what? That is so early on before.
Yeah,
it never really matters.
Japanese. His name is Haruno Shiobana.
I don't think I knew that. I could not have told you that was Giorno's real name.
Yeah, just
if only he was in it.
Yeah, if only he was in it.
if only I cared about him in any capacity. I like his song.
He does have a great song.
He's got a good song. Man, part 5 has such good gameplay. Shame about the rest of it. We gotta stop getting sidetracked. Actually, you know what? Let's get more sidetracked. Remember, we don't. If there was a man with a and he didn't pass the pube check, then I did not think I could have forgotten him. Fair. Cosmo said these two had only been shown that photograph and they'd been told nothing else at all. But what if I fed them just one other detail about the victim, for example? Yeah,
his fish and chips.
His fish and chips. Bruno's the rail pro tag in part 5. See, I never understood that sentiment either. I never got that feeling at all. It's like the fucking the most like fucking Mista felt more like the protagonist to me. Mista went through so much shit in that part. Part 5 is like FF6. It's not really a main character. Like, there is...
Yeah,
but like, it is very much about the crew. It's just whoever's arc it is currently is the main character. And it just so happens that Mista is in every fucking fight in that part. and he's a real human being. He's an everyman. With a stand that has an Italian work ethic that you have to feed. Mista! Anyway, I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man was always munching on a packet of fish and chips? Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly?
That was everyone. It's London.
Yeah.
Oh, not really. I was looking only at the heads of the applicants. I wouldn't have noticed the fish and chips any more than the caviar on smoked salmon.
Or a spaghetti. Me. I love the spaghetti. Wow. Least Italian thing ever said. Really? I had no idea.
I'll tell them again what you said before, Peppino.
Si capo, si. I say it again and again. I shouldn't say part 5 is like FF6, because FF6 sucks. I kind of like part 5. Or rather, FF6 has shit-ass gameplay. Part 5 has good gameplay. And you all know what I mean by that. Alright, Alora, this victim is nothing to do with us.
Hold it!
If you like FF6, that's cool. But, I think you're wrong. But we only have your word for that. See, what else can we do, huh? True. If we are not having much fun these days. First we are arrested, then we are shown the horrible picture of a dead man. And now you question every single thing we say. We are the victims here. Hey, couple? No. You were caught carrying out a plot to swindle hundreds of innocent people. Oh my god. You had to bring that up, eh? It's not fair. Eh, couple?
I feel like I could move the, person bar.
Oh, yeah.
It's in his face.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It was your fault that we got caught in the first place.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? Cavalo, you promised not to say. Eh, couple?
After we had taken all the money that day, we should have left the country. That was my plan. I left the purchasing of the tickets for the ferry to Dunkirk to my companion here.
I like... Yeah, it's... I'm assuming it's Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, I don't... Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be Dunkirk. But it's
Yeah, I think
funny
it's
that
Dunkirk,
because
yeah.
of the accent, it has been spelled differently?
Yeah.
Like, that might be, like, the official, like, French writing of that city or something.
Yeah.
That's neat.
But he bought them for the wrong day.
Oops. See, but it's an easy mistake to make, huh? The 31st.
I have no sympathy for you. We were an all day late for the boat because of your stupidity. It's only because of this That's the so-called great red-headed detective quarters.
Capo, you know what I think? This is the work of God. Is a holy punishment, eh?
Peppino, for the last time.
God isn't real.
This is not only punishment. This is only your fault.
Ah! Oh, did we lose him again?
No, I'm here.
That's your line, dude.
What? Oh my god. I thought...
It's
Okay.
it's two day R's, so I don't
Yeah, I
blame
thought
you.
the kid was saying it. Yeah, okay.
No, that's your line.
Don't blame God for your unholy mistakes. You're making me sick with anger.
Maybe I make a mistake. I make a mistake. But when it's time to eat the pasta, known as a fasta. I've seen the evidence. They haven't told us much we didn't already know. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, if it was the inspector's diary, it seems likely that he must have gone to Lime Street that day. And yet, these two both claim they didn't see him. I have to say, they don't appear to be telling lies. Well, they are experts in deception, don't forget. Sounding plausible is their specialty. They may be lying simply to avoid being implicated in this case as well. Surely if they were truly experts in deception, they wouldn't have been caught. Well, yes, you do have a point there. It seems to me like we need more information. Alright, what was it? 3, I think, had the multiple choice.
He's like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Huh?
Oh, no, yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Hold it!
Oh. Oh. I didn't know I could do this. How exciting. Well, they would have gotten his name if they interviewed him, right?
Sure.
I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man's name was Gregson?
The man in the photograph is a Marshall Gregson?
Yes. Names. They are boring. I did not listen to any of them. Oh. How does Susato compare with the other Maya-type characters in the series?
No, that's good, but she gets there.
I hate to say this. I don't really like Susato. I don't think she even, like, touches... For me, with how much I love the other ones, I think Susato's a little bland. She was fun in the first case of this game, for sure. That was really fun. But otherwise, I haven't really liked her that much. Like, no one's beating Maya. I probably like Kay the second most, honestly. And then, you know, Emma and Trucy are good too.
Oh, that reminds me, I found out right after the stream on Wednesday that October 16th was the day that Nick and Maya have their stepladder argument at the...
That's right. No wonder we were on fire.
It was a holy day.
It was a holy Phoenix Wright day. That's Ace Attorney Christmas. Even though I suppose Ace Attorney Christmas doesn't necessarily mean. Yeah. Man, that first game though. It was not a real interview, huh? It was just for a show. Why would I remember the names?
Oh, that's right. This changes nothing.
Okay.
The man in the photograph was not there, as we've already said.
I see.
It seems there's little to be gained from pursuing this point further. I'll tell them again what you said before, Peppino.
Yahoo! Let's try this again.
Hold it!
His profession. Yeah, I think one of the issues with Susato is that Ryunosuke does not have the clown powers of Phoenix Wright. While he is still playing straight man, and he's kind of funny sometimes. His naivete to the greater world at large, right, is amusing. He looks at the chandelier and he's like, "That's every jewel in the world." That's funny, but the dynamic is not as like I'm jealous of them. I will never have this in real life kind of thing. I just go, they're fine. I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man in the red hair piece was actually a detective?
The man in the photograph, a detective.
Yes.
It would appear that he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito. Sorry? Oh, but this changes nothing.
Excuse me.
Something to add, Mr. De Rossi? See, I am always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper. What I mean to say is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance? You know, I actually just had Italian food before this. My mom made some ziti a couple of days ago. What did he just say about the detective?
Keep your mouth shut, Peppino. You have said enough already.
But why, Capo? What is the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard. What?
Oh, good lord.
Holy crap.
Order! Order! Order!
Alright, ages this time. Alright.
Okay. Well, they met at school, so
Presumably they're around the same age. Yeah, are they gonna be like 22? Like young adults?
I'm going with 18 and 16.
You're going with they're like real, they're pretty young. Alright, let's see. Young adults, 26, 25.
Okay. 25.
What is on their fucking necks? What is this?
Yeah, I went low because I was like, man, this guy feels like a kid, but it's like, no, he's 25.
Third son of a great Italian landowner. We still don't... Dude, what is with the necks?
Right, so it'd be one thing if it was just gossip, and it's like, oh, something into something. But it's on Peppino too.
Yeah,
like,
this has not been like a character design trait we have. It's not just like an accessory to their design. Like, I'm pretty sure Ryunosuke goes, "What the fuck is on your neck?" He says that to himself.
God,
anyway, Gina's my favorite. Hey, it's Gina and Iris. Iris is great. I like Iris a lot.
Oh, Iris is great, yeah.
Sholmes, I hate his guts. But I'm expecting Sholmes to have like the best moment in the entire series.
Yeah.
Coming up here at some point. Yeah, I like Gina. I like Gregson a lot too, but He wasn't Gumshoe. I don't know. This girl was fun. She's up there.
Clearly, Gregson was too acute. If he had the Gumshoe gene, he wouldn't have died.
Right. Oh, if you look at the box art, he's the only character facing away from everyone.
Damn.
He has his back turned to the camera. I miss him. What is that word?
Volte?
Voltaface?
Voltaface?
Maybe it's just Volt?
Explain this Voltaface in your testimony, witness.
It's simple. A man who was at the park.
There was no such mom.
Madai. What are you saying, Capo? Have you forgotten, eh?
Got nothing. Nobody like this came to the park.
Basta, Capo, basta! You beat me at many things, but not two. The memory and the meals. Like I said, when it's time to eat the pasta, no one is a faster.
But you are inferior to me in every other way. So shut up.
If I give you some Japanese ramen, will you talk?
Objection.
The Italian dies. Oh, baby.
Trop tard. C'est Damashiston.
What'd you call me? Troptard?
Indeed it is, sir. Oui. There was a man who came to the park and he said he was an inspector of Scotland Yard.
The last line was great. It sounded like the accent was like consuming you. Like you were drowning in it. That was awesome.
However, he looked nothing like the man in the photograph. He was someone else.
Oh my god, here come the fucking, like, fake faces, dude. How can you be so sure?
Because, to Zarwis, his face was completely different.
See, it's true. It's true. The man who came was a younger. His face was clean shaven. His eyes were sadder. His chin was thinner.
No resemblance whatsoever, then. Anyway, I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him,
Okay, the craziest thing just ran through my head. Wait. Are these two gonna be the same person? I know that can't be possible. Like, there's something weird about to happen with these faces. Something strange is about to fucking happen. And that photograph's in the room. And okay, just go. I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him,
if you are really a detective, show us the proof.
See, the capo here. He doesn't take no nonsense, eh?
But he was well prepared. He said, identification.
Identification? You mean official police inspector's identification?
That is most unconvincing.
Sorry, my lord?
Counsel, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection.
Sure.
It's quite out of the question. Definitely. Why would he expose his true identity? Clearly the papers were fake.
Certo, capo. You are a genius. As we say in Italia, it takes a thief to recognize another, eh? And what happened after he announced that he was a detective?
It became very annoying. He said, "You are under investigation." So I took his papers from him and chased him out of the park.
It was fantastico. And look, here is the identification. Huge.
So you stole it from the man?
He had it coming. He made us very scared. But he was not who he said he was.
Indeed. The person described does not appear to have behaved as a true inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
But I like them. Identification of a man claiming to be a detective, a detective inspector, confiscated from Dr. Russo, Mr. De Russo, and Mr. De Rossi. Okay.
Now, let us return to the witness's testimony.
I don't hate Sholmes, for the record. I hate his guts. There's a difference.
Alright.
Big money.
Big money!
Well, I suppose we should talk about this instead of just opening it.
Damn
Okay,
it.
no photo. That's fair. That. Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it? Out of interest, what name is given? Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson.
Okay.
Wait, what? This Scotland Yard insignia looks genuine to me. But how? And the department and identification number details are all correct as well. Since when have you known those? Do you mean to say... I know it seems incredible, but... Yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. That's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all?
So, the day
The
of the
person who
redhead event...
killed Gregson took this.
Yeah, so the day of the redhead event was Halloween, I believe. It was October 31st.
Yeah.
And they find his body November 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
He presumably died on Halloween.
As he presumably died on Halloween. So they killed him, took it, and brought it here. Like, what? What fucking purpose?
Wanted the...
£4.
Wanted the money.
Wanted to pretend to be
Greg's.
a non-redheaded inspector he just killed to get $4. Genius.
Okay.
So I think maybe it might be...
It's this one. It has nothing to do with us. You have his fucking paperwork.
Yeah.
Let me check the other ones just in case.
Was Gregson, and then he died afterwards, right? And they're just...
That's also possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember him, and obviously he's dead now, but I assure you, he was not in the park. But I don't recall the man in this photograph. All of these could work.
Yeah, right. They said they don't recognize him.
They don't recognize him. Exactly.
Right, so
It's either Gregson in disguise, or guy who killed Gregson.
Right, yeah. But as the judge points out, it is likely not Gregson in disguise being like, "Hi, I'm Tobias Gregson, an undercover cop."
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's exactly this maverick move he's making that has netted him so many cases before. I guess. But I don't recall the man in this photograph, right? I don't remember, and obviously he's dead now, but I assure you, he was not in the park. This victim has nothing to do with us. I'm gonna guess it's this one, and then...
Objection.
Right.
Thank God it was this one.
Yeah, that was
All three of those could have worked, though. I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Miss Lestrade.
Why Miss Lestrade?
I want her
What
to
is
show
your
up.
intention here, Counsel?
Is this really a fake, or is it genuine? That's the question, which we can't answer ourselves. Objection.
Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his, or her, identification to be stolen.
Hold it. That is the boss's. No question about it.
Fuck!
I suck at this. Fuck, man. God, this shit's hard. This is Cosmo having never been a lawyer ever.
Who's never actually been a lawyer.
Has never prosecuted anything in his life. Damn, this shit's tough. How many have you done, Ryunosuke? Fuck, dude. My bad.
Yeah.
Talk shit, get hit. As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League's enrollment on the day in question, was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation.
Is it a laws?
I don't know. Not real. Don't worry about it.
Order!
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported straight away. I mean, he was always on at me about it. If you lose something, report it at once, they'd say.
He died.
Could it be then that he died?
That he died?
Yet the inspector was physically unable to report it. Physically? Aye! What are you saying?
Unable to? You're not suggesting. Ryunosuke, are you claiming Gregson's dead? That's
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you all this. It's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen. That's so sad. He'll never get it back now.
It can't be true. Order.
I should have not taken this sword away from him. Jesus. He's crazy. He's unbound. The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that? I know nothing. I done nothing.
Pull yourself together, Peppino. Mon Dieu. You could behave a little more like a muscle criminal than that, no?
Now I wish I had to return to Italia.
I don't know how to read these. My gut instinct is that this might be wah. Because that's what Mario says.
Wah! I do a pretty good one, so. Wah!
Oh, stop crying, Peppino, please. Otherwise, I.
What the fuck is what is that, Gina?
Loom. She's calling
Loom.
him Peanut.
Loom! Stop your one and start talking! Shoot him!
Well,
Get the gun, Gina!
I believe the court will.
I know nothing! Wah! I done nothing! Wah!
But you will tell everything, or face the worst possible outcome. You
Good God. Get it together. We're just
will
gonna
dry
kill
your
you.
eyes and testify again.
Relax, man. I was just gonna send you to the gallows and kill you.
About these identification papers, and the precise circumstances under which you came by them.
We're crying out loud. They're just crying. Good. It takes a true man to cry in front of everyone.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout.
Well.
We only killed him. Relax, everybody.
Wow. The truth is, we only fucking kept him hostage for a night.
Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case.
We took the man's identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours.
There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. The next morning, we let him go.
Okay, alright. Sure. They're trying to fucking get out of the country. They're trying to swindle all these people to get out. They're not killers, they're con artists. He spent the night in his room. It was nothing like prison, really. Wow.
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man.
Yet, you didn't recognize him on the photo.
Well, maybe they were just lying, I think.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
But, no, it was not like a prison. He was very comfortable and calm and happy. Capo?
The AD was an honor, and his favorite music was playing. It was never part of my plan. I swear it.
Uffa. So you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date at the ferry wrong. Oh no, I turned into Gilded for a second there. Just because I got the date at the ferry wrong. By one little day.
I do not think it was your fault, Pepino. I knew it.
No. Per favor, capo. It's not fair.
You have plenty of time to squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen. I don't believe these. How could I have happened? How could you have been a real detective? Counsel for the defense. Proceed with the cross-examination.
Okay. So, on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout.
Hold it!
Where? Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
Do you think?
But there was nothing else I could do.
See, nothing else. This was the first crime for the capo. He was at the end of his wits.
I have told you before, Pepino. That is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind. And what about this hideout of yours? An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street.
We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the capo here.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired. Eh, capo?
Am I supposed to say to that, Peppino?
And it was in the house described that you can find Inspector Gregson, was it?
Oh, oui. But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right. But we can't be completely certain.
Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day just in case.
Hold it!
Too scared? Why?
Because he come to the park. We don't know. Or there was a chance that he had seen through my plan.
And if that was the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow the whistle on us. Even if he was just feigning to be an inspector, he was up to go no good, huh? Without a doubt.
I think most people would agree that it's you two who were up to no good.
Well, see, you may be right. A couple?
The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take them out prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place. See, I ask myself the same question.
We were writing down the names on the dresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me.
See, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said. What?
He probably did not like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he had said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification.
What was Inspector Gregson playing at?
Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say?
See, we did. We took the man's identification from him and shut him in a room next to ours.
Hold it!
That being this identification book here, correct? See, that is the one.
Which made you believe that it was a forgery?
I never seen a real one, of course. But he was suspicious, this man. Allora, I was thinking it must be falso, capo?
Oui, it was just as Peppino has said. We were convinced it was not genuine.
And so, the hilarious brothers, we took the man captive.
We did shot him inside a locked room. Then we made preparations to transport all of the money.
In for a penny.
In for a penny, in for a pound, man.
In for a pound. Wow. I bet the writers are real happy with that one. There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. The next morning, we let him go. Okay, does this explain the neck marks?
Hold it!
What do you mean by a little tussle exactly?
Oh, poof! It was nothing. Just a minor incident.
The false inspector. He was a real piece of the work, eh, couple? What happened? Oh, it was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what does he do, huh? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilator. Can you blame him?
Oh, we chased him, bonjour. And we caught him again.
Can you blame us? Yes. Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you? Okay, let me read that. You didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you?
Oh, you slickly? Of course not. I simply caught him again. I'm talking about back to zero.
Excuse me.
Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong? Aye? Me? Something Mr. De Russo just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was all that about? Cavalo, at times like that, you don't want to have a capo after you. Believe me. You don't want to have the capo after you. Believe me. And I speak from personal experienza. Personal experience.
Oh, that is enough, Pepino. There's no need to say more.
The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away. It's a shame you didn't manage it. But the capo here, he came after me like the turbine, eh? And he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have the bruises to prove it, eh, capo? Bruises.
Bruises, you say?
Okay. All right, not weird masks. Damn. I mean, remain paranoid. It must be still.
Well, yeah, but he's got a 2, so it's like, it is weird.
Yeah. Well, then it's... this is gonna be the guy that had Gregson's shit then. It's gonna be gossip somehow. That's not what I want to do. Like, we're about to find out that fucking Capo over here on the left did this to this guy also.
Yeah.
Ah, you want to see, huh? You want to see my fantastico bruises?
That's enough now, Pepino. No one wants to look at the part of you.
What to do, huh? I show you, or I don't. I show you, or I don't. Show me.
You do! Now!
Take it off. Allora, if everybody wants to see, then I do it! Ecco! You see? It's still very visible, eh? That red ring around your neck? You got that when you were dragged back to the house? See, the capo sometimes he is a very rough.
I said that's enough! Pepino's neck is, nothing to do with what we were talking about here. You have my word. Yes. What is your opinion, Council?
about this red ring around Mr. De Rossi's neck. I wonder, does it matter? It's important. Mr. De Rossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck. Ah, capo. You see? Everyone is interested in what I say, huh?
Boy, Rossi's gotta get out of this bad relationship.
Right. See, if you really want to know. He tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him. He tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him and dragged him back. Like what he did to me. See?
The diamond-encrusted collar.
Yeah, the basketball collar. Are you saying that red mark was caused by... See, a big collar made from the leather. A leather collar?
Is this true, Mr. De Rousseau? What? Oh, we are a simple another when I was younger.
This guy's gonna like, his like shirt's gonna burst open. He's gonna be like a gigantic evil dude.
It is a souvenir from that time. With a very strong chain. A strong chain?
And you put that around your friend's neck?
I'm sorry. I was so angry that was leaving me alone.
Oh my god, it's gone. I've kept it. It's gone. Where'd the accent go? Hold on.
Look at the pasta.
Look at the. You did not have to tie thanks to the chain to the leg of the bed, though. I would not have tried to run again. You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you? Treat the people equal is the capoeira's motto, eh?
Starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden.
The capo is a tough, but the capo is a rough.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Hey, I saw have done it.
So, the following morning when you released the inspector, he added the red ring around his neck, just like me.
Just like my Xbox. Pepino, silver part. Leave it now.
Now you know, the capoeira. You don't want to tango with them, eh? But for the inspector, it's not so bad. He spent the night in the nice room. It's nothing like a prison, really. You took away the man's freedom. However comfortable you make it sound, you were still holding him prisoner. If you say that, then I say this. There is something that takes away our freedom too. The lack of money. So we are the prisoners as well, huh? All of us!
That's
Yeah!
right.
No one cheers because it's not a public gallery.
Yeah. Oh.
Huh? No money. No freedom. This is the truth. It makes me mad. And it makes me sad. What can we do? Rise up.
If you feel so disenfranchised, take money to court. Though, it'll cost you, of course.
Oh, there you have it. You see, that is why we need the Red-Headed League. To fight for justice. Perhaps he has a point. No, Mr. Naruhodo. This is why I don't like you as much.
Are women the bourgeoisie?
All we did was to give the man a comfortable place to sleep for the night. And you say it was a prison, huh? Huh? Perhaps he has a point again. No again, Mr. Naruhodo. You should have heard them snoring. Must die. If anybody was disturbed, it was us. Not much to go on, really. Their testimony does make me wonder, you know. About this pocket watch belonging to the inspector, I mean. Ah, yes, the one he treasured so much, apparently. If he was confined, but not restrained, as the witnesses are implying, he would still have been able to wind his watch. It's very true, yes. So did Inspector Gregson actually die while he was being held captive by these redheads? In which case, is it possible that these two young men are responsible for Inspector Gregson's... To be honest, I find that hard to believe. Perhaps we should try to find out exactly what happened. No mark on his neck. We're using the photo. Photo here.
I think it's a good call.
Objection!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito.
Oh, no. It was not like that. It was only a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only.
Shut up! However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, Counsel?
I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. He has a nice, beautiful, kissable neck there. There is no red visible ring around his neck. Eh? But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck. Just like I have. Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi.
Indeed. That is most peculiar.
But what we tell you, we say this from the beginning many times. Whoa!
Yeah, we don't recognize the guy in the photo.
Yeah.
Oui. Oh, Peppino is right. The man is a photograph. He is someone different to the man we are captive that night.
That night. Cosmo's like, fuck, what do I do? I'm so lost. Oh my god.
Order!
Alright, I'm just gonna slam my desk and hope for the best. Here we go.
It would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as an incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all.
Objection!
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book, issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself. And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely. It's true.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. if it were the real Inspector Gregson, whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation. But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in the possession of the real Inspector's identification? Does the defense have some plausible explanation? Counsel.
The whole thing defies explanation. It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo. Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie. No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe.
Good gracious!
Please just let me present a person.
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo.
The Japanese. My blood, what is this feeling?
So why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly is this inspector that appeared before Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi?
An imposter, Your Honor. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
Like, here's the other thing. This is actually likely two different apartments.
Yeah, that also. I don't think that was ever in question. But it might come back to that.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
Ryunosuke turns to the gallery.
Objection!
On the contrary, I haven't finished. Fuck! I was told to do this! Fuck!
Fuck!
Fuck! That's supposed to just shut him down and work! What the fuck do you mean you have more? There's no bruising on the victim's neck. So the question immediately posed next is... who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street, found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification? See, that's alright. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the capo dragged him from the pillar to a post with the dog collar.
Oh mon Dieu, Peppino! I was not so harsh with you as you say.
It was terrible. So who was that falso inspector, eh? Who was the imposter among us? Among us, huh?
Clearly, the defense has an idea about that. About the true identity of the man who these two imprisoned that night.
Let's see the shit, counsel.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate, post haste. Who did the witnesses encounter in the park posing as Inspector Gregson?
Take that!
Oh,
Gossip.
goodness me! Isn't that?
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passerby.
Objection!
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses! Is this the man or not?
They don't even have a photograph of him. He's not even in the room. They've just projected his image into their minds.
What does happen to his lip?
See, this man is not for the red-headed league, eh? He's, looking for the twisted lip league, no?
Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
Cosmo's like, oh, finally, the training's paying off. This is all they teach prosecutors to do, is talk shit to the defense. It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising!
Eh? Eh?
The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand. I knew that design was not going to be wasted for that one-off.
Order! Order! Bailiff! Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom. Immediately!
Yes, sir. I whack his ugly lips, sir. Ugh. God. Stop.
Well, I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside him. Oh, what's going on here? I've always had this, me. It's a birthmark, ain't it?
A birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you. Something about Inspector again. But I'm telling you, you got all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it.
Well, of course I am. You're trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh? Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. De Russo and Mr. De Rossi. I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you?
Do we have any choice?
Gone again, fuck. We are in the bigger
me
trouble, eh,
fast.
capo? The pizza the pasta.
Oh my god, dilatory?
Yeah, it's also dilatory.
Dilatory?
You know.
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
Dilatory make something bigger, take too long, speak too much. Inspector and the identification revisited.
The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man.
He's right, see? You think we would forget these grand lips, huh?
I never leave Fresno Street, alright? I've no interest in any red-headed league. I'm all alone in the world, me. I've no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that? Just look at me. Does it look like I could carry off a disguise with a face like this?
Your face is the disguise.
It would appear that we have the wrong man. What have I been telling you? Oh, there was no need for this pointless testimony.
A little silly they haven't just described what the guy they captured looked like.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So if anything, is Gossip here the missing husband? Is actually
Yeah, he's the missing husband. That's what I've been thinking.
Yeah. That's right. I'm just a simple peddler. Remember, Fresno Street's all I know. How could I come by a police inspector's identification book, eh?
Well, yes. It's hard to explain, but...
A brief cross-examination, I think. Counsel, a very brief.
Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something? I stand steadfastly at your side as always, Mr. Naruhodo. Anyone in this courtroom?
I can't let him know I can hear what he thinks.
The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this
Hold
man.
it!
So you say, but how can you be quite so certain?
There's no need to hurt your hands on the desk, Marshal. Surely the reason is obvious, no? Because I have never seen before seen lips like this.
Nevertheless, there's a clear red mark around Mr. Gossip's neck. And it looks very much like that left behind on the neck of your colleague by your prized collar.
Oh, mon Dieu! With your words, it is like you tried to wring my neck!
It does look very much like my neck, though, eh?
No, this is a birthmark, lad. The biggest lips in London, and a neck to die for, eh? They broke the mold when they made me! For the first time in my life. I feel lucky to have been born with red hair.
Was there discrimination against redheads? I thought being Japanese made you stand out in London.
I don't know. Maybe?
I don't know. He was bullied for it. Like, I suppose if he was the odd man out in a group of people, right?
Right.
Got all these brown and blonde haired dudes in your noble school and he's got red hair. It's like, that's the redhead. So you maintain that you've never seen this man before? You lose him? Power went out again. Oui, c'est ça. I swear it by the flames of my hair. So fierce pride has outgrown the frustration with your hair now, has it? He's right, see? Oh, fuck. You think we would forget these grand lips, huh?
Hold it!
Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either. That is what I am saying. For some reason, it makes me want to eat. How did Fabian call it an eclair? You know, I've never seen the hair as black as yours before either. Likewise, I'd never seen hair like yours until I came to Britain. See, maybe as a national trait, huh? Maybe all the people from this man's country have the grand lips. No, lad. I was born right here on Fresno Street, and I've never left. Oh, for that is the problem, see? So you definitely didn't go to the park on Lime Street that day, Mr. Gossip. Now, how many times do you want me to say it, eh? I never leave Fresno Street, alright? I've no interest in any red-headed league.
Hold it!
So, you'd heard of the Red-Headed League, had you? You don't get a name like Gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going off in town. I sold that tasty tidbit a fair few redheads that came past. I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I never got sandwiched to cough up for it. Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts. Who knows? But as you can see, my own hair has got a red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some other part of town. No, sir, not likely. I'll wait for Tommy if we're at the juncture. You should be back any second. According to the Redhead Discrimination Wiki. According to the Redhead Discrimination Wiki, you say, there is a dedicated Redhead Discrimination Wiki. The UK has the most hate toward redheads. I would believe that. Like,
I'm back.
where are most redheads from? Like, I associate it with Ireland, obviously. I guess Scotland. So I guess it makes sense. The most hate's gonna be in the place where a lot of them are, right?
Sure.
Apparently, I guess it's just a trait in
Yeah,
Europe,
it's actually,
typically.
I forget the specific history of it, but it's redhead showed up more recently than you might like think.
I know it's a very weird trait because it's like, it's very recessive also.
Yeah, like they showed up in like I don't think there were redheads until like after BC, and they will go away one day.
Yeah, they're dying out now, in fact, I believe. I remember hearing something about this. Huh. Anyway, so the context here.
Yeah.
But as you can see, my own hair has not got a hint of red in it. In any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some other part of town. No, sir. Not likely.
Excuse me.
Mr. DeRusso.
Hey, oui? Can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's words just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps?
Hello there. I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something. To be the headquarters of your red-headed league. Yes. I visited an housing agent on Lime Street, and there I saw him. Oh, this man. He was paying money to the agent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
Mr. Gossip? With a housing agent? Mr. Boon.
Oui. He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms. But no. You're mistaken, chum. I've never left Fresno Street, me. Like I said before.
I've literally never left the street I was born on, says this guy.
You mistaken me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
No, the capo was right. I remember it too. He was paying the man with the banknotes.
With notes? Like I said, that wasn't me.
I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money. So I looked at the name of the papers. So I looked at the name on the... Jeez, you did? You just looked... How? How? How did you see what was written on the papers? You were just walking by these people. And what was written? Mr. Gossip? No, this man, he lies. He tells you that he has a no name. But in fact, his name is Hugh Boon, huh? It's better than Mr. Gossip, I think, see? So, oh, here we go. I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said. Sorry, go on. Couldn't help myself.
I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said, on Fresno Street. And that's that.
Right, so this guy... Right, so he owns... Right. I was thinking...
Hugh Boon again?
So, right, I had gotten this confused in my head just now.
Yeah, because it's
Hugh is not the landlord. He is the one renting the apartment where Gregson died.
Right, we never saw this guy, right?
We're looking at him now.
Right.
Guy.
Yeah.
He was only mentioned. The proprietor of the room Gregson was found in is Hugh Boon's.
Yeah.
Which means...
But not Daily Vigil, right, yeah.
Yeah, we know that obviously we know that. These people aren't even thinking about that at this point, right? Like, we saw the photograph, but that's it.
I don't much like folk talking about my personal life. Indeed.
Wait a minute. We brought this guy in here and we didn't know his real name. We didn't check or anything. We just...
Sorry, it's my first time.
They didn't teach me anything. Zeke's just sit there sad. He just gets drunk all the time and talks about his college days where he actually like partied back then. It was nuts. And then we hung out. We play a lot of Smash Brothers.
He told me to do two things. One was open scrolls for him, and the other was to sit in silence in the corner.
That's it.
That's all I got out of him.
Not very helpful. This country kind of sucks, by the way. Indeed.
And it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of a witness. Huh?
You should know who they are.
Very well. I shall respect your wishes, sir.
Judge!
The aforementioned name shall be redacted from all court records of this trial. Assuming no objections.
Objection!
I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance to this case.
Good gracious! Do you similarly object, Prosecutor Asogi?
Yeah.
As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings. Well, I never. In what capacity?
Stenographer, Susano, can you please tell us? Hugh Boon. The name of the leaseholder of the room. Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking. Well, all right. I suppose that might be the case, eh?
I think it's I.
I
think it's I. I've always read this, and this always bothered me too. When reading 100 Kanaja, one of the girlfriends always ends with this. At least that's how they translated it, right? And I wasn't sure if it was A or I, and neither like would sit right with me, but I think it is I.
Might be the case, I.
This might be the case, I think in metaphor, it comes up every now and then, and they say I. Because I, Captain. And I think that's how you'd spell it. So your real name is Hugh Boon. Alright, do we magically glean his age? Damn it.
No.
Not updated yet. Wait, maybe he was on the last page. Maybe he's a different person. No, okay.
Well, just between us, I don't like to blow my own trumpet. But there's no finer peddler of tidbits in town.
Tidbits.
So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a fallen down backstreet townhouse. You do? And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. I remember now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time.
Aye. If either of us is a vulgar, it's not to me.
Think again, Peppino. Why didn't you bring this up before? It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a bit peller as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss. You will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boon. If I must. So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for since the body was discovered. It's been here under our noses all along. Or should I say, under our lips.
Aye. I rent the room where that fellow was found, it's true. But what difference it makes.
Hold it!
So, you live in that room presumably, do you?
Oh, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed, is there? It's just a desk.
Then, why would you want to rent it? And why is that picture in there? And why do you have a notice board that looks the way it does?
Well, I don't think I should have to say, really. Then how about the notice
Thanks,
board
Cosmo.
in there, and all the other things that the defense attorney just said? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have had access to. No. That board's not mine. The inspector must have brought it along. It's only the other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and all.
People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there, in your room?
Oh, obviously. I've not the faintest idea. I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest.
It seems to me that Mr. Boon, would rather as little is known about his room as possible for some reason. Yes, it doesn't come across that way. And more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is actually his room completely changes things. In particular, there's one part of his testimony that's really bothering me now. It's how I'm finally going to undo this man. It's that one. Do we just hit him now?
It's up to you.
Well, we'll press it. I'm all alone in the world, mate. I've no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that?
Hold it!
You mean you have no family?
No, not at all. So I spend my days on Fresno Street peddling tidbits to passerbys. Hoping, just between us, that eventually, someone else with lips like mine will come along.
I don't think so.
You may be right.
Anyway, the mark on your neck is just too much of a coincidence for us to ignore.
Oh, what's a fellow to do then, eh? If you don't believe me, we're at an impasse. Hey, there's nothing I can do but flick me lip.
It looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I can produce some proof.
You're basically saying I got dressed up and posed as some fancy inspector, aren't you? Well, beyond me how you think I could do that.
Alright, fuck it. You're getting presented.
Hey, buddy, that's your wife.
Objection!
I've met your wife before. She's really hot. Don't you say anything about her. If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why it is that among the sparse furnishings, we found this photograph in the room. I presume, as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you. Does it not?
Oh, well...
Mr. Boon, drop the pretense and tell the court exactly who you really are.
I don't know what you mean. I'm a peddler. I keep telling you so. You really don't need to bother with me. Please. Just leave it alone.
No, that's what it. Just leave it alone.
As the man says, leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life, it has no bearing on this case. Because it's shrimply's not possible that he impersonated Inspector Gregson.
Objection!
I did what you wanted me to, Zeeks. I said it. How can you be so sure?
Just look at the man! No amount of disguise could ever hide those unmissable features.
Objection!
But what if we were to look at this the other way around?
What do you mean?
A turnabout.
Yes, Counsel. What do you mean?
Well, there's no denying that Mr. Boon's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that his prominent lip is itself part of an elaborate disguise. Then hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make an utterly impenetrable disguise. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Hugh Boon?
Good. Witness, are you still hiding the truth from this court?
I came to court in the clown makeup. I didn't know there were 2 clowns in this series. But where's all the porn of this guy?
Yeah.
Come on! I'm so disappointed. If that's a disguise, then underneath it, his true identity must be... Yes. That's right. There's really only one person he could really be. My lord, I'm the only person who happens to have the information as to who this man is. The defense believes it can reveal Mr. Boon's true identity to the court.
No. Please. No. Very well then, Counsel.
Yeah, very well not. How?
What is the true identity of this peddler who simply goes by the name of Gossip on the street?
Who is the Innova killer? Iris.
It's Iris, dude!
Daily Vigil.
Take that!
Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, isn't it? Mr. Daily Vigil.
Oh! I don't recall that name, Counsel. Who is this Mr. Vigil?
It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Mr. Herlock Sholmes. A young gentlewoman came to the detective asking him to locate her missing husband. The woman in this photograph, in fact, this is Mrs. Vigil.
Right, he was missing because he got kidnapped.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking he's missing because he's killing dudes, but no. He got fucking kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What? How did you do that, Ryunosuke? How did that fall into your lap? From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two red-headed League men.
And last night, you were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial.
Sorry, something was running through my head, yeah. But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two, yeah. And then, last night, you were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial.
Because we'd been led to believe that you, Miss Venus, and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we needed to know where we could find you, of course.
And that explains why you've not only, been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife, who's been beside herself with worry, waiting for you at the Vigil residence.
No, just hold on a minute.
I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Really. It's a simple enough matter to confirm my suspicions. All we have to do is pull off that disguise.
No, please. A bailiff, brick soap, a sponge, and a washbowl at once.
Whack his pee-pee lips.
Mr. De Rousseau.
Oh, what?
Mr. De... Huh?
No, just what he's saying here. What the fuck is this?
And Mr. De Rossi, you will restrain the witness. Oui,
Si, my lord.
No, stop! Don't!
Yep. Thank God they were fake. Jesus Christ, thank God those lips were fake.
Well,
You've outdone it, character designer. You got me.
we are now seeing your true features, I presume.
He looks good. You had that with you this whole time?
Lift your head.
Raise your head.
So the court can see your face.
This guy also looks like a JoJo character.
Oh, he definitely looks like he's got the eyes.
Yeah, he looks like one in particular, and I can't put my finger on it.
I'll ruminate on it. It would appear that the defense counsel's assertion was entirely correct.
How did you do that?
This has all been a very elaborate deception. So, witnesses, tell the court. Have you seen this man before? I don't believe it, but...
See, there is no question. This is the inspector we saw at the park.
Extraordinary!
On the day of the Red-Headed League enrollment, the man claiming to be Inspector Gregson, who appeared before Mr. De Russo, Mr. De Rossi in the park.
Was you disguised as the inspector? Or rather, was you posing as the inspector in no disguise at all?
Mr. Vigil was formerly employed as the chief warder at Barclay Prison.
The chief warder?
No, the fuck he isn't.
Then your career had promise. Why would you quit, possibly?
No. Why? You would quite possibly.
Yeah. Why you would quite possibly have become the future governor of the prison? What on earth have you been doing, peddling tittle-tattle on Fresno Street?
As an abomination! Well, it's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison.
10 years. I'm really dreadfully sorry about all this. Yes, it's true. I am daily vigil. And you were the chief warder at Barclay Prison 10 years ago.
Tell me what happened.
So where did Mr. Hugh Boon come from? Boon is the other me. It's a name I invented. Well, evidently there is a great deal under the surface here. I'll explain everything. I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become.
Yeah, this guy has to confess to murder, and we have to find out that he's the Reaper.
As you say, it was 10 years ago now that my employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end. Having left the prison service, I searched for some new occupation by which to earn a wage. But times were hard in London, and I found no suitable engagements at all. In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street.
How does this guy get such a good track? But your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are the chief warder at Barclay Prison.
I was utterly determined that my wife should not know of my failings, which is why I've never told her. I opened an account at the bank under the name of Hugh Boon, and I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street.
The scene of the very crime we're investigating.
Yes, that's right.
Wow, he gets a CG. Did we lose him again? We lost him again. Oh, we'll definitely wait for him if we're at this juncture. In fact, let's just take a break right now then, while he's coming back. Might as well. Okay, I'll be right back. Damn, I just started a piece of gum though. Fuck! Oh well, I'm gonna have some bubble minty bananas here. Here, one of you chew this for me. Here, I'm handing it to you. Take it. You got it? Okay, good. There's still flavor left, don't worry. Okay, I'll be right back.
I am not many as
There was my piece of gum. I want it back.
you lost your piece of gum.
Oh, I gave it to someone. Before the break, since Tommy's power went out, I started chewing one. So like, I gave it to someone. Someone in chat to chew it for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to waste it. That wouldn't. Yeah. I only have. How many pieces of this gum do I have on hand right now? Take a guess. How much in stock do I have of my Orbit Bubble Mint?
You have 2 24 packs.
Okay, I'll give you all a hint. It's much more than that.
Oh my god.
I have okay, any like, oh man, you all aren't ready for the number I'm about to give you. It is in fact more than the amount of scalpels mentioned in the last case.
God, dude.
You hear this? You hear that?
Bag of 400.
1, Oh, this one's thick. 2, 3.
Oh,
That is
shit.
3
How
packs of 180 pieces each.
how are you not mogged the fuck out, dude?
How am I not mewed? Well, the thing is, I
Yeah.
actually have horrible jaw pain all the time. But
Wow.
I also
wonder why.
have. I also wonder why my gums are receding. I also have. I put it in a container, right? And it's full right now, and this container typically holds 55. But I probably put more than 55 in there. So currently I have 600 pieces of gum on hand, ready to go.
God, maybe you are a psychopath.
It's a weird thing about me. I chew a lot of gum.
It's the vices that hold you are so strange.
Here's the thing though, if I'm not chewing gum, dude, I'm tearing my bottom lip apart.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too. I just choose
it's
to live
really
with
bad.
Pain.
I live with the pain also. My bottom lip is constantly bleeding.
Yeah. So it doesn't
understand.
help, actually.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, so like, but here's the, I only chew gum when I'm sitting in front of my computer after I take a shower. It's only like 8 p.m. onward, and then I stop. Yeah, I chew a lot of gum. Me doing these voices here, by the way, I am chewing gum this entire stream. Talking normally, and you can't even tell, can you?
No.
Now, every time you're...
not
Brad,
really.
Brad, the majority of the time you have been talking to... I'm talking like 98% of the time you have been speaking to me.
You've been chewing gum.
The last couple of years on Discord, I have been chewing gum.
I mean, like, I know that, but I don't, like...
It's not one of those things you really think about.
How? At some point, I just get
Bro,
tired of the rubbery sensation.
Well, that's why you put a new one in your mouth.
Oh my fucking
What
god.
do you mean you get a... You put a new one in?
My brother in Christ, I would spend my entire employee stock purchase plan on how much gum you have. If I wanted to put a new piece of gum in every time I got tired of the fact that my gum was flavorless
It was
and rubbery,
fading. The sensation
I could start
fades.
tasting the horse inside of the gum, you know? Like, I'd be broke. Even more broke than I already am.
It's apparently kind of expensive.
Yeah!
I don't
Gum
like
is not fucking cheap, bro.
No, and I know it's not. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I chewed gum all the time in high school. I was the guy that people were trying to fucking bum gum off of me.
Oh, yeah. The high school... Ayo.
Yeah, the illegal
Yo,
gum bumming. I always had the good shit. And then one day, Orbit came out with the Bubble Man, and it was fucking over for me.
Oh my god.
Like, if I was on death row, my
it's-
final meal is something followed by me chewing a piece of gum. Hey, at least I don't smoke.
I mean, that's true. Or drink, really. Like,
No, I drink what? Yeah. Oh, and then I see these fucking memes being like, I just gotta feel something sometimes, and it's people drinking water with gum, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't get it.
No,
I do that every night. What are you all
that's
talking about?
That's actually real. It's like drinking OJ after you brush your teeth.
Yeah. Or eating an Oreo after you brush your teeth. Then it's just mint
Ugh,
chocolate.
Jesus Christ.
It's just mint chocolate.
It's not the same.
It's
One of
pretty close.
One of them is manufactured to keep my teeth clean according to the fucking big dental.
Some dentists, not all of them though.
big dental.
Not 4 out of 5 dentists want
Yeah,
this.
4 out of 5 dentists. Yeah, 99% of germs. God damn, bro. I don't even think I have. I don't think I have a vice that bad. Like you know that I'm fucked
Vice?
up on energy drink. Well, I mean, like when I say vice, I mean just like a habit.
It
like
is
something that
a perpetual
simply
habit.
unbreakable, unshakable habit. I don't think I have anything like that. I mean, I drink energy drinks a lot, but like not as much. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's different, right? You can't really quantify it the same way. Anyway,
Yeah, it's so here's the thing. There'll be times where I run out of it. I won't right now because I told my mom how much I chew it, and she's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna grab it for you if it's on sale."
Sure, yeah.
Right. You know, she would do this even if I didn't live here or something. She does this for Greg too. He don't even live here, and it's just like you come over here, you're getting care packages from my mom. She's that kind of person.
So
And I kept running out of gum, and she's like, "I just bought you more," and I'm like, I mean, and she's like, how many pieces you chewing a night? Like 3, 4, 5? And I'm like, 20? I'm not counting. But when I would run out, it wouldn't really bother me, honestly. I didn't really think about it. It's a very odd habit.
I want you to know that in the middle of this conversation, Caitlin just unprompted showed me a picture, an AI-generated image of The Rock. But he looks like Shrek, and it really was like.
Was it good?
Shrek.
The Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek.
It was good. It was good.
That's what that bird does. He goes Shrek.
You want to cut the Shrek? Cut this land.
Well, Tommy's power, his entire area's power is out currently, and has not come back on.
Yeah.
And he said it's kind of cool outside because it's one day after the full moon.
Oh, bro,
with no streetlights.
It is gorgeous.
So here's my problem.
Gorgeous.
I can't open my window because it stinks outside still from the flooding.
Oof, yeah,
and all the debris on the street is just like waterlogged and nasty, like wet drywall and mold.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant. But I was telling everyone I have a fucking oil diffuser in my room now. You know,
that's nice.
It's all right.
You got those essential oils, bro.
Yeah, it's orange. It smells like orange. It's kind of nice.
That's very pleasant. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, like because my mom just has these. She was a teacher, so she just has all these doodads and stuff that she'd never touched. And then since my brother and father have been like working on taking the drywall off downstairs and cleaning stuff out, because of the flooding, it's like wafting up into her room, and she's like, I need something in there. So then I tested it out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So she's like, oh, you like it? I'll just get my own. I'm like, okay.
All right.
So now I have this. It's like a chow head, and I put my anime figures around it.
Nice.
Chihaya and
like a chow like from Sonic.
Yeah.
What do those even look like? I know. What
they look like they got like the teardrop shaped heads. They got the little. They're just made up of 5 shapes. It's like a round torso, some oval feet, some floating hands, and then the teardrop shaped head with the pom pom on top.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, and it's got like an LED light in it and stuff. And it just shoots the stuff out. Nice. Here, be right back in 1 second. I had something stuck in my teeth, and I can't chew more gum with something stuck in my teeth, because then it would be like pushing it up further into my gums.
I
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Orbit fucking.
They got the vice grip on you, bro.
Every now and then, I wonder if I'm gaining weight from chewing this much gum.
Probably not.
Probably not. But it always reminds me of a. Can't think of his name. The guy that was sitcom actor. Kevin something, I think.
I got nothing.
This main guy on King of Queens, King of Kings. I don't remember what the sitcom's called. But he had a joke where his mother was like, "You're too fat because of all the gum you're chewing," and he's like, "Yeah, it's Bazooka that's doing it." And then I'm sitting here, I'm like,
"Oh my god,
this says 5 calories every 2 servings."
You're burning that much by talking. By chewing it.
You know,
by chewing it, you are burning the amount that you consume.
That's maybe.
No.
Well, streaming, I'm definitely
bro.
burning it.
Yeah.
I'm always like drenched in sweat while I'm streaming. By the way, I'm in it. I'm heated.
Thank you.
I stink sometimes. Well, I'm not too bad right now.
Oh my god, dude.
But not anywhere else. If I was in a different house. Kevin James. Yeah, one of his stand-ups, he brought up that the gum being what was making him fat.
Oh, this fucking guy. The guy who...
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Paul Blart. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, he is Paul. He is Mall Cop, isn't he?
Yeah, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah.
Who I always... And don't ask me why. Whenever I think of Kevin James, I'm like, Samwise Gamgee? I'm like, no, that's not who that is.
I kind of see it. I kind of see it. You're growing up during that time period, right?
Yeah.
Just,
like I've never seen a Paul Blart movie, but like, I know that like the actor who plays Samwise, who I don't know, Sean Astin. He was a character in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, hey, it's fucking Samwise Gamgee. Oh my god, he's in the fucking Goonies. Damn, I
don't know what that is.
I've seen the Goonies like once.
I've never seen the Goonies.
It's a good movie.
It's probably pretty cool.
It's a good movie. I can tell you, if you've never seen Lord of the Rings, those movies are like obviously they're really.
I've technically seen them. I am not like. I haven't done like 400 rewatches like a lot of people have throughout their life.
I've seen them a total of maybe 3 times. Over the course
reasonable.
of my life, which is reasonable, and
I think
one
that's
of which just
reasonable.
happened like last week.
I remember liking them. I was just like I was 4 years old when the first movie came out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just funny because like I was having this conversation with some people when we were playing tabletop because I've been playing the Lord of the Rings decks.
Yeah.
In Magic the Gathering, and like I see that when I got into Magic, I saw that they were doing these Universes Beyond collaborations where now it's Magic the Fortnite. We have Marvel collabs. There's a Final Fantasy collab happening if you didn't know. I
hate that you just said that to me. I hate Final Fantasy.
Where they are presumably
is it Bahamut? Are they putting Bahamut in
something?
something?
But we don't know. But presumably they're going to do a set release. Like they did a Fallout one, they've done Lord of the Rings, they did there's a lot. Doctor Who has a full set.
Yeah.
So presumably like Final Fantasy is getting one as well. They're doing a Marvel one, which I'm really not excited about at all because I'm tired of seeing Marvel and everything.
Sick of this dude. Except for Marvel Rivals, out December 2nd. I will probably play it. That game was kind of cool.
I'll play it. I'll play it too. It's funny. I'm like, man, I'm so tired of seeing Marvel. Anyone who's getting Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. All of us. It's free to play.
Yeah. But no, I'm like, I don't know, man. If they do if they make an entire deck around like the fucking Tidus and his mechanic is that he like plays blitzball and he passes the ball to like between your creatures or some shit, like that would be cool. I could see that being flavorful. But I hope they don't just wank off. Quick hit. Yeah, I hope they don't just wank off like fucking like Cloud
7
the whole time. Yeah.
And here's the thing: 7's deserving of all the wank it's ever gotten, but not in the capacity that Square Enix wanks it now.
Like Sephiroth will be a fucking mono black legendary creature. Fucking
one wing
is
he
angel.
White because he's an angel?
Well, he could be black white, right?
Black white. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
that's fun to think about.
Cloud would be probably blue because of the fucking like live stream shit, right? Or like maybe even white, maybe a blue white legendary creature. I don't know. There's a lot of ways they could take it, right?
Yeah.
Barrett would be red if you're talking like really aggro, just like shooting a bunch of shit.
Right, so
there's a lot of ways they could go.
When they make these decks, they're not just making it for a specific color playstyle. They're usually a little more broad about it.
Yeah. So like the color identity of the cards is really important. And I can use the Lord of the Rings as an example.
Let me do this just so people.
Where
know.
like, in Lord of the Rings sets, for example, Frodo. In one of the, and they often do multiple versions of the same character or the same card too. So like, there's a couple of different Frodos you can play. There's a couple of different Samwise Gamgees you can play.
Okay.
But like one version of Frodo is white-black, which represents, the corruption of the ring.
Yeah,
It's the
that
flavor.
makes sense.
So they do take those things into consideration, which is cool.
Right.
Yo, what's up, Matthias?
You're gonna scare everyone off with too much magic talk. I saw what happened in the. I was watching the viewer count in the Fuck Around Friday.
Yeah, but anyway, for
Final Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so like there is a certain amount of flavor. So like if they do Tidus, would they do blue? Would they do blue because of blue? Would it be blue white because of water? Would they do green red for some other reason? Right, like. Yeah, we hear you.
No, I'm asking if you're streaming.
He's streaming, yeah.
Yeah, I'm streaming. Tommy's power's out, so we're just talking for right now.
I was like, what's
It was like at a really bad time too, because we're at the fucking criminals like breakdown point explaining what happened. Little unfortunate, but it was happening all night. I imagine that usually if it's like a localized power outage,
yeah,
it's usually back on with within like an hour.
Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes.
Has it already been 30 minutes?
That's according to him.
Damn. That's alright. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what those magic cards look like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you like to actually see, like, as the guy?
So presumably they're putting characters in because they need to make money and not just monsters.
Yeah, they'll probably do a bit of both. Right?
I think I'm always fan of go for the cool deep cuts throughout the entire series. Make it seem like someone who cares about the series is the one making the crossover, right?
Sure.
That would be ideal. If they're like,
sure,
we got one character from every game, and it's like, okay, what'd you do? Well, we didn't just do all the protagonists and then maybe some antagonists, right?
Okay.
That would be boring as fuck. They've already done that, and in Dissidia it was awesome. But if FF5, they're like, here's Ferris, and it's like, I would fucking cum my ass out if I got to see a like a modern art of Ferris from FF5, right? FF6, it's the Figaro brothers.
Yeah.
It was like not Terra or Kafka or Kefka.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten Kefka.
I think it's
Kefka in that game. Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of 7, and it's gonna be Zack Fair fucking. It might just be all FF7. Sad to say, the FF7 it could just be all of FF7.
So there is
which sucks.
There is a precedent that's already been set.
Okay.
Regarding this kind of stuff. So for each of the Universes Beyond sets, they have done there has been a set that is released with them, as far as I'm aware. So they have its own amount of new cards, new amount of returning cards with new art, like reprints that have the art changed.
Yeah.
To fit the setting, and then they'll do. Usually they'll do commander pre-constructed decks. They'll do 4 of them. So for Doctor Who, the 4 commander precons are 4 different doctors from 4 different seasons, and all of the cards in the 100 pre-constructed deck are from those respective seasons.
That makes sense. Square Enix doesn't believe in this.
Sure.
Is my issue
with Lord of the Rings. A lot of it is characters and artistic interpretations that exist from the depictions in the book, characters that were never even in the movies, locations and scenery and things and quotes. The flavor text on the cards is quoted directly from the book, rather being like, here's a picture of the actor who plays Aragorn on a card, right?
I want polygonal cloud beating Aerith to death.
Sure.
That
But at
I
the
want,
same-
and that's your land. Is,
And, like, yeah. Well, the land-
is the destroyed
the land would be
Temple of the
really,
Ancients.
really simple. It would be Temple of the Ancients. It would be Midgar. It would be
Northern
the fucking
Crater.
exactly the
Yeah,
slums.
yeah.
It would be all the
Bannerkins.
locations. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd like
Whatever
to see
they
that Xanarkin
choose
card.
to do. Like they have the potential to get really cool and spread it out. Because Fallout did this as well. It wasn't like, obviously Fallout's aesthetic is a bit more consistent across all of the games, but they have characters from New Vegas. They have characters from Fallout 4. They have decks based around the Liberty Prime from Fallout 3 or whatever. So like, it's not so restrictive as to be like, this is the Final Fantasy Universes Beyond set. Here's a set. It's $180 for fucking 50 boosters, and they're all Final Fantasy 7. No, it's likely that there will be. It's likely that they will pick from some hits, but obviously they can't hit everything. So the question is, what do they hit, right?
Well, I mean, how many cards are typically, like, how many unique cards are usually added with these things? 50, 60, 70, 100, 20?
Probably closer to 100, I would say.
100? You could cover pretty much all the good things.
Yeah.
You could cover the majority of the main cast. Oh god, worst case scenario is they shill FF16. Oh no.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
that is the fear, is that it's Final Fantasy 14 stuff. For me anyway. I don't give a fuck, because
Yeah.
14's not Final Fantasy to me. It is largely separated. It is largely played by people who have not really cared more about the mainline stuff. Although, like, in modern terms, that is Final Fantasy. That because it's been the largely accepted to be the better side of the series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so it's usually going off of the Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond set, which I don't think did get precons. Now that I think about it, yeah, they did not do Commander precons for the Assassin's Creed set. It was a bit of a smaller release that sort of flew under the radar, but it was 100 cards total. 80 of them being new, and 20 of them being reprints with the art changed on the card to fit the. So like when I think about Assassin's Creed and Magic the Gathering, I go, yeah, whatever. But then I look and I see that fucking Altair as a commander. I'm like, fuck, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, because
man.
that's the game you
know,
like.
yeah, like exactly. So like the same thing happened with Lord of the Rings. I'm like, yeah, Lord of the Rings is really popular. It doesn't surprise. Yeah, I would fucking nut if I could play Magic. Magic Fortnite. Magic Fortnite. At this point, we've got Marvel coming up, Spider-Man.
Yeah, it really is.
They've already
That's
done.
so sad.
They've already done Jurassic Park.
I hate to actually hear this.
No, it's a bit like I don't really have much stake in this as someone who's pretty new to the game.
It's just the principle of it's the principle of there is a grand fear of any new IPs.
Yes!
It is this constant echoing wank of old things, and that sucks ass.
The thing about Universes Beyond, at the very least, is that they are still consistent in putting out products that are, on board or in the theme of Magic, right? And the whole thing about Magic is that everything exists on a plane. There are different planes and universes that you can effectively exist in. So the idea with Duskmourn is like, why the fuck are there like TVs and like Ghostbuster Spirit, Luigi's Mansion ass looking guns? Oh, well, because that's on a different plane. It's not the same plane as a place like Ravnica or like a major location.
Sure.
So like the Duskmourn is a demon has taken over a house, and then it turned the whole plane into the house. So the plane, and that's cool to kind of dive into that aesthetic, but it does.
It is a card game still. It's not like
but it gets
about
no. I mean, yes, but no.
People going to bat for like Magic's core lore and writing.
Go to fucking bat for it, dude.
You know what? They're probably right.
There's
I probably agree with them.
There's a pretty influential content creator who's like, he's like, listen, if you buy the Universes Beyond stuff, great. If it got you into Magic, that's awesome. It's like at the end of the day, if you want to play Magic the Gathering, if you got into it because you saw one of the Universes Beyond sets or whatever, awesome. He's like, but I fucking hate them because
hate them.
But it's against the core of what this like whole universe is. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. You can have that. I'm not gonna fight with anybody about it if they're like, yeah, I don't want to play with the Marvel decks, but I'm never gonna kick anybody out who sits down with me and busts out the Iron Man deck. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
fucking garbage. Get out of here, bro. I'm mad at
But like, you know, you hate to see the thing that you really like turn into
Fortnite.
Kind of turn into Fortnite. Yeah, exactly.
We are no longer able to escape from the multiversal, multi-property crossovers. Back when it was once a cool thing that happened very rarely, it is now the norm of like properties cannot be successful unless they're dipping into other IPs to.
Well, the funny thing is, crossovers have always happened.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool when it happened.
And it was also, I feel like it was usually within their own properties too.
Like
I
Kingdom
feel like
Hearts is inherently a crossover series, and it has so much fucking heart put into it initially. One of the best fighting games ever is Ryu fighting X-Men. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, you know what?
But when it's collaborations, I hate it. Crossover, fine. Collabs, fuck you. Because I know people are helpless to it. I get kind of excited about stuff too. I don't like. I can't think of anything recently, but like, yeah, I can't really think of anything that's kind of like been coming out in a game I liked and was like, ooh, cool.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Everything in the series hit. The first iteration of a crossover, which is wild to me, is that there were mechanically unique cards. So like not reprints or like because Magic will also sometimes do this thing where they'll take a card that has a name that has like I don't really know what the philosophy is behind doing this versus just making a new card with new art. It's weird. So like I have a card right now called Stifle, but it's Beholder Sleep Ray, and it's a Beholder hitting you with the zap. But like it says Beholder Sleep Ray in the card text, and then underneath it in very small text, it says Stifle, so you know what card it actually is.
Right.
Versus like in 2020, the first crossover set they ever made was from fucking The Walking Dead of all things, which is like, I'm sorry.
Well, I think the iron was a little cold at that point.
I agree.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long
when
did Negan come out in Tekken?
2000 that's a great question.
Tekken 7 was out for a long fucking time.
People really like The Walking Dead that much?
I don't think
Harada
so.
did apparently.
Harada
put in the characters he wanted, not what we wanted.
But like,
as a zombie enjoyer, how much Walking Dead can you really?
I watched Walking Dead seasons like 1 through 4, and it was okay.
It was the first 2 seasons. I was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I went, okay, all right, I've seen this, but it never blew my socks off. But yeah, like rather than making a card that was like an existing version of something, they just printed a literal like borderline painted, like it looks almost like a JPEG of the fucking actor who plays Rick Grimes, like pointing, making a silly face, and it's like, this is Rick Grimes, human survivor, and he has a whole fucking thing. And that was like a limited reprint type thing. So then when that card was no longer able to be sold because the card itself was good, the price went up, and then they reprinted that card within the flavor of like Ravnica Returns or something. And then it was like, so-and-so, Watcher of the Night. But the card text was it was the same card as Rick Grimes. So now you have 2 cards that do the same thing. Whereas like with the Beholder Sleep Ray, it's just Stifle. It says the same thing, it just has a different name. Okay. But like, there's not. I don't really understand the reasoning behind they do that. But yeah, they've had Walking Dead, Stranger Things, Arcane, Street Fighter, Chun-Li is a commander. Pretty cool. They literally did a Fortnite reprint collab that has already happened.
Wait, is Guile a commander?
I don't think so.
Wait,
I think they did.
How can you cross over with the game that has no inherent identity of its own?
There's the Battle Bus is a reprint of a card. The Exploding Llama is a reprint of a card.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm
Destiny
I'm
had a
sorry.
Fortnite crossover, and it was the most successful thing in the game.
Okay,
They
so
put that fucking helmet in for warlocks.
So you have in terms of commanders, you have E Honda, Sumo Champion, who's a mono white, Ryu World Warrior, who's also white, Ken Burning Brawler, who's, you guessed it, red,
Green. Oh,
Blanca, who is red green, Chun-Li, who is blue white. She's got multi kicker as her, her ability is pretty good. Dalsum. And Guile is a commander, and you'll never guess his color identity, Matt.
Red, white, and blue.
It's a red, white, and blue, baby.
that's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
Like that's
Except for the part where it's the World Warriors getting wanked.
Yeah,
I'm too much of a cynic.
Yeah, it's Guile Sonic Soldier.
Well,
time to make it.
Well, just remember if
look at this man.
If there's ever a Persona crossover, know that the game is getting end of serviced.
Oh, it probably could. Wait, what's getting end of serviced?
If your game gets a Persona crossover,
oh, it gets EOS. Okay, yeah,
it gets EOS. Yeah.
And then Zangief Red Cyclone is
okay. So it's the characters from Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
I guess
Zangief, Guile, Dalsim, Chun-Li, Blanca, Ken, Ryu, and a Honda. Yeah.
No Cammy?
No Cammy.
Oh, wait, Cammy's not a World Warrior, right? I keep getting her confused.
I don't know enough.
I remember seeing... Was that 8? Did you list 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Okay, yeah, then Cammy's not... She was added later then. Yeah, that's the Street Fighter 2 cast. That is... Capcom's always going to send them around everywhere. Because they're the ones that made them the most money that they ever made in a single time frame ever.
Yeah, and then of course they just did a bunch of like Japanese artists to pitch in for some of the other anime cards featured in the set. But like it was just a Secret Lair. Like Secret Lair is like their limited fucking time pre-order kind of thing. Is like it wasn't until Warhammer that they started doing like exclusively new cards available on store shelves in pre-constructed decks, and rightfully so. One of the Warhammer precons is like insanely good. It is one of two ever since 2013. One of two ever mono black commander precons where there's only one color. Most commander decks are 2 to 5 colors, but the Necron
I guess that
deck
makes sense.
the Necron's deck in particular is very, very good.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. There's a Necron. There's Forces of the Imperium, Tyranids, and then whatever this
the
one
best
is.
character also is like the best commander. It's
Who's
so
who's a bad on the spoiler? Oh, he's a space. He's a Chaos Marine. Okay. The Ruinous Powers, is that Chaos Marines?
I'm sure it's Trazy. That is like the god mode. Necron.
And the cool thing about this too is that there are some like unique, like original, mechanically unique cards from Warhammer that are like some of the best cards in Magic. Like Matt and I were talking about this the other day. One of the Tyranid legendary creatures, Gearson Starn, is like one of the most competitively good red-blue commanders, and it's just a fucking guy from Warhammer. It's like, that's kind of cool. So I don't hate it. Right? Dungeons & Dragons, Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who. Apparently they did an Evil Dead Secret Lair drop.
Here's my question. When it comes to them producing new cards, sets like this, obviously the whatever it was, Duskborn.
Yeah.
It was original to Magic, but how often are they doing those versus doing these crossover things that I imagine make a shit zillion dollars?
It's I am not really familiar enough with Magic's current pace, but I would say it's like once every 4 to 5 main sets is when they do a Universes Beyond set.
Okay, so they're putting out a lot of cards every year. Then it sounds like.
So yes, they are.
So like every season, a new set of cards for Magic is coming out.
Because for this year in 2024, we had Fallout, we had Assassin's Creed, Fallout was a main set with Commander Precons. Collector boosters had new cards. They did precons. They did Assassin's Creed, which did not get precons, but it was a main set. And then that has been it for this year in terms of the two crossover decks that like made it to the two crossover things that made it to like the main set. So like probably like 2 to 3 per year. But yeah, I don't know how many main sets they do per year, but it's a lot. But like I don't know,
yeah.
we have reached the point of like, again, they just did a fucking Child's Play like secret layer thing, which basically is like, here's 5 cards that are reskins that all have art from Child's Play. It's cool. The cards
it makes
are all
us money.
Like, yeah, it makes us money. It's just like, yeah. So I don't know. Who knows? The Universes Beyond thing is relatively new, but it has been very, very, very successful. But here's the thing. The best so far for this year, for 2024, the most critically successful Magic the Gathering set that has come out was Bloomborough, which was a original IP Magic the Gathering thing. It just did extremely well. It had amazing cards. The art was really great. It got a lot of new people back into the game. So, like, at the end of it, that's still what people are here for, right?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. All right, I'm trying to think of what I want to do here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to continue this without Tommy.
No, probably not.
Not this deep into this series. Give him... How long ago did it go out? We'll give it till midnight. Give it a bit longer. At that point, we'll just call it and we'll pick up right back here on Monday. And should probably be able to squeeze out whatever exists for the rest of this case. Comena, sorry. Yeah, I'm shocked. It's taking them so long.
Yeah, it's
but
been about an hour.
Usually if you're like the only one without power for some reason, like your area is the only one without power, they it's usually on within an hour, I feel. Like they get people out there really fast. They always have people ready to fix that shit. Matt, you live close by. Go help him.
He's gone.
He's never there. You speak his name, yet he is not here. You didn't pick up Metaphor yet, did you?
Me?
Yeah, have you even played any of the demo?
I got to the main city in the demo, and then it was running so bad, just wasn't like...
Really?
And I just wasn't really like in the mood to do it.
That's fair.
I will get Metaphor eventually, at some point. Oh, what's up? What? Oh, yeah. I'll get it at some point. I did just spend a good amount of money on Magic the Gathering.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I can't really, like, and I just got a gym membership, so I'm a little out on the money.
Get it.
Right now.
It's just expensive. Yeah. You didn't spend anything on Bernice, did you?
Ha ha ha! No, I definitely no. I did a small top up. And it was worth it. It was worth it. No, I was telling Tommy last night. He was helping me unbrick my account. I told him
I didn't see that message till 3 a.m.
I just had this feeling. I was like, if I don't like get this top up here, I'm not gonna get this character. And it's true. I wouldn't have gotten the character because I got her. So therefore, my line of thinking is flawless.
I mean, we saw it with Matt. We know that rage paying into a character.
I did not overpay, so like I
overpaid and they fucked me. It was bad.
But you were rewarded.
No, I wasn't.
No, you were. You wouldn't have gotten that. You wouldn't have gotten her at all if you didn't pay that money.
I don't like that.
Well, that's my thinking on the matter.
Oh.
Is that
well, I deserve the code at least. Fuck.
Yeah, I should be in Star Rail. I should be set to. I have like 5,000 jades. I should be set to pick up Fugway because I'm already like pretty.
Fugway.
I'm pretty.
You're all welcome for that name, by the way.
Oh no. I saw her name get announced, and I'm like, oh man, no one is gonna pronounce this right.
I was like, Fug, it's Fugway. I don't know.
It's Fugway, dude.
So I'm pretty
like a
set
segue
to get her
for fugging.
because I was already like I had already lost my 50-50 to Robin to fucking Yanqing of all things, and then I got to like 55, 60, and then I didn't get to pick her up in time, which sucks because I did want that character because I like hearing her pretty voice sing, and I wanted the game to be even easier. But
no, like I hate Robin. She's absurdly good.
Yeah,
she feels almost necessary at times, but it's like, Jesus Christ, she's so fucking boring.
But
patch is out on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
So it should be awesome to get
I ain't streaming that shit.
Fugway.
Bugger.
And then in Zenless,
I'll put the Cesarens Bernice gif in the corner.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I want to play this game. I do like this game. I should just like learn to like understand the things that I don't understand in this game, and just like, I don't know, fucking skill issues. So I was like, hey Tommy, help me like not fucking help me unbrick my account. I was like, how do the relics work? I don't really understand. There's too many like things that they can roll for. And he's like, no, it's just like this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's simpler than Star Rails.
Okay. How does the relic dust bardic needle system work? Oh, it's actually nicer than Star Rails. Oh, okay.
You just do it. No thoughts.
And yeah, and with a little bit of optimization, I was able to, because I was like, I hadn't really engaged with the relic system at all, because my issue with that game is I log in and I'm like, I have so many things that are just not max level or like not in need to be leveled, and I feel like there's just simply not enough energy to do all of it. And then if I do have enough energy to do all of it, then I don't have enough money to do all of it.
You definitely don't have any money.
It's pretty annoying.
Zenless. You are broke as shit in that game.
In Zenless Zone Zero, after I got Bernice, I spent nearly 5,000 energy. I spent 1,850 reserves, 475 daily energy that's been sitting there, because if I do remember to log in, I'll just get the coffee and then log out, so it just sits there.
Having a heart attack in their chair.
Because you can still yeah, I know, right? You can still get coffee even if you're at max energy.
You can stack it.
Yeah.
Off of 320.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I've gotten it up to 675 before, because I'm like, I don't like.
That's kind of awesome, actually. I
log in, I do the dailies, I get the 60 currency, I drink my fucking coffee, I'm at 675 daily capped energy, and I log out.
You're like Fry in that Futurama episode. You finally hit your 100th cup of coffee, and you suddenly are like,
just zipping it out of the fucking place.
Which is funny because Bernice is a fire character, and he was saving everyone from a fire in that episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like that was funny, but I spent 40 fuel, 1854 reserves, 475 daily energy on getting Bernice to level 60, all of her character, or the anomaly mastery, whatever the fuck they're called, the seals, and then I got Piper from 50 to 60, and then I got Lucy from 30 to 50, and then I leveled up like 2 cones from like 40 to 50.
Yeah.
And then I ascended to Ellen's from 50 to 60 ascension, but I don't have any more money. I spent
all of my
almost
at 50
all
out of 60 because it's just more important to have the benefit.
Yeah. I
capping it.
spent almost all of that on Agent XP materials. Almost, It was more than half.
Yup.
And I was like, this sucks. This like, obviously I have not been playing the game every single day, so I don't have a large reserve.
Right, but it's still proportionate to like how much you have played. Like obviously you needed some.
I played a decent amount of that game. I had a level 60 character. I have, like limited characters and their light cones, and I have shit leveled up, and like I was caught up to a certain point in the story. I didn't have like that many commissions I hadn't done, maybe like 10. But like I was in and out level like 50 still, right?
They don't those commissions do not give you money or XP materials.
No, it's
you get,
just
like,
weird.
Nothing. You have to farm
So
that
like
shit.
it just felt so weird to like be spending all of like, again, I did the math, it was over 2 weeks worth of energy of logging in every single day. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like that is wild. 2 weeks with the coffee, with the 80 coffee, not even the 60 coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously you could min-max that to be better probably, but you get what I mean. Like,
it's the same amount at this point.
It's just, I don't know, man. It felt weird to literally. I was like, oh, I got 40 fuel. I was like, bitch, I'll have enough to get Bernice leveled, all of her fucking traces, and a good amount of relics. Fuck no.
Brad,
I got maybe half of that.
I have been playing this game every day, and I've been very prudent about getting stuff. Guess how many character level up materials I had remaining when I got Bernice to 60?
0.
1.
Yeah.
I had 1 left, and I went, whoa.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's kind of, it's weird, but like,
Star
Rail having characters that you have to get to 80 makes it so that the XP can be spread out a lot more, right? So that the power shift from like, say 65 to 70 is broader than the massive power gap in this game from 50 to 60.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that crazy.
Yeah, no, like 50 to 60 is absurd. I don't know if they told you this. Your Bang Boo, when you uncap it from 50 to 60, doubles its stats.
That's crazy.
And suddenly can deal damage. It's fucking weird.
I guess I should work on getting the
they're not that important.
Well, I did get the new one. What's his name? Red
Marcus.
Red Marcus. Yeah, I did get him.
I guess I could try and get him.
I had so many boo pumps.
It costs $1 million fucking Denny's to uncap 2 of them. I'm like, these are my 2 Bang Boos now forever. I'm never touching them again.
I have a level 50 Shark Boo and a level 50 Marcus, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so on one hand, so like with a bit of optimization and just like, making sure everything was like at least leveled to where it was able to be like level 50 at minimum, with some shit relics thrown on there and some slightly more updated like traces. I haven't even got through like the major traces, the A through F or whatever. Like, I think I have Ellen's E now. I have Bernice and Piper's D. But the other characters, it's probably just A. Like with Sokaku and Lucy, it's probably just A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Ching-Yi, I think I have like her B as well. So like I have a lot of work to do in that regard. But I was able to, even just doing that, I was able to clear the base game fucking Shiyu defense.
Oh, definitely.
Finally.
That one's more of like a you hit level 60 check for the most part.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, the one that I did 7 out of 8 earlier was the one where it's like, your agents can't die.
Those are fun.
Yeah, it was fun. The last one pissed me off because Bernice died at the very, very last second because I still don't really know how to like maneuver her when she's holding down her E. Like, I know that you can with the arrow keys, you can dodge with it.
If you tap it once, you can dodge left and right and back and forward. But if you're holding both of them out, which is probably what you're doing with her,
yes,
because you can chain right into it from her held basic attack.
Okay.
Like that's the trick.
You can't dodge it if you're doing that.
No, you would have to release it, but you're taking damage during that. So yeah.
No, because I definitely got my ass beat. I was like, why is this dodge key literally not working? So I didn't realize there was a moveset difference there.
You would have to only have the one flamethrower going and then hitting left and right.
I definitely was sitting there, just full blast on both of those things.
Yeah, because it's the best feeling move in the game.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is like ridiculous how much fire comes out, and then it does like a fuck zillion stun too. It's great.
No, so it's
like
weird
that.
playing
it
because my game plan with Ellen, with the Ellen Joe team, is to
Smellin' Joe.
Ching-Yi is my main fielder.
Yep.
Because I'm just she's still my favorite character to play in the game. She's fucking she feels so fun.
Yeah, she's fun.
It's just like mash that fucking click.
It nearly gave me carpal tunnel. Did I tell you all this?
Yeah.
Did I explain how my finger was turning numb from playing so much Zenless? Since I haven't been playing it as much. My right index finger is not like numb anymore.
But like, so she's my main. I mean, like, I'm just fishing for stuns. I'm just dodging or just like interrupting with skill, and then once they're stunned, then I'll do Sokaku, Ellen Joe, full Ellen Joe combo, rinse and repeat until the enemy's dead.
Yep.
With the other team, with Piper, Bernice, and Lucy, I don't have a stunner.
You blindfold yourself and go ham.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing.
There is no.
When that disorder pops, it's great. I'm like, oh my god, they're dead. Wow.
Yeah. So
Like-
if anything, I feel like that team is probably smoother than the one I'm using with Jane, because like, I'm getting a headache playing Zenless at this point.
Jade is impossible.
At least with Piper, you're just holding E. You burn them and then you E.
And then she spin, and then I do the pig Lucy follow up, and then I hit E.
Yeah, and then you look at your meter on Bernice and go, well, I could increase that meter a little bit. Get her out here.
And then I hold the spin to win button, and then I swap to Lucy. I do the pig, and then I hit E.
And you hit E, and it's like, wow, look at it
And then the
go.
enemy dies, and it's awesome.
Whereas with fucking Jane instead of Piper, I'm just like, my finger fucking hurts.
Jane seems very crazy.
She's incredibly easy to play. She is so fucking brain dead. You dodge. That's it. Her kit
hard
is you
character
right
in
click.
this game? Don't say Ellen.
Chingy a little. Honestly, Ellen's probably on the upper end.
She is.
Ju Yuen
That's
has.
tragic. Can you count to 3, my man?
Yeah, no, it's true.
fucking crazy.
No, it's fucking true. Like Ju Yuen has a like
Yuen's probably the hardest, right?
rotation.
She's got a flowchart.
You would have to learn her. You might not be able to pick her up very quick, but like, you are effectively doing a fucking MMO rotation with her. It feels like
You're doing the same
I can
thing with
literally,
Ellen, basically.
I can close my eyes and play Ju Yuen because that's the only time she's on the field is when when the enemy's stunned.
Exact same thing with Ellen, pretty much.
It feels
like-
kind of good. To like, it's like bop 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 swap. Nicole in, E on Nicole, bring Ju Yuen back in, alt, bop bop bop, special. Like you're keeping your ammo up and stuff. There's fun.
Yeah, with Ellen Joe, you have the freeze charges, and you have to do her charge dash attack if you want to get the most out of it. And then you can she has her 3-hit combo where you hold it at the end and you get enough meter. You can hit that. It was shortcut to the end of the combo. But then you want to do if you block a hit with the dodge, or if you get a perfect dodge with her extended dodge, you get the charge dash attack faster. So she's got some sauce. If you go into if you stun an enemy and you go into DPS time, and you're like, fuck, I have no ice charges, you have to waste time getting them. So you have to learn how to play her. If you didn't know how to play Ellen, you'd be like, what the fuck, this character does no damage.
Yeah.
Like how do I play this character? Whereas I feel like with
all
Jane
the
Doe,
characters,
it's like,
but Jane, I think, have actually had a little bit to them, even if the game is still I would not say the game is very hard to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jane is literally just you dodge the enemy and you hit them. You could literally not even bring out other characters and you'll probably do fine with her.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a little. That's the reason I didn't want her. I initially was like, ooh, she sounds cool, and then I got Nekomata, and I'm like, wow, she's just kind of like you just mash on Nekomata. But then I played Bernice in the story, and I was like, oh, she feels kind of cool, actually. I kind of like her moves. I kind of like how that flamethrower feels and looks and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
Caesar, I imagine, is at least interactive because you're trying to do counters.
That was
Do you
outrageous.
Do you not have Caesar?
I don't have Caesar.
I thought you got Caesar. Huh.
No, I when I got Jane, it was just kind of like, oh, I guess I don't need Caesar.
True. I'm gonna go walk my dog. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna close the stream anyway. I think we have given ample time for whoever the fuck energy to heal our friend. Oh well, it happens. Gonna have stuff like this come up every now and then, but oh well. We'll maybe we'll be back like Sunday or something instead of Monday, so you guys don't have to wait as long for us to finish this one out. But alright, guys. Sorry for the mishaps, Matt, Brad. I think Brad already left. Thanks for hanging out while we were doing nothing for this stream.
Pop in
For technical issues.
Yeah.
It's just getting good though too. Oh well. And now I'm gonna fucking forget the Italian accent I was doing. I was having so much trouble keeping it up for some reason. Alright guys. We'll see you when we see you. Later guys.